So it's been an interesting week. And let's start with the obvious. Kamala Harris lost. Like, she really lost. And I actually went to Philadelphia with an organization to help people get out the vote, to make sure people were registered, to talk to people, to make content, things like that. And if I were to say that I was surprised that she lost, it would be after I went to Pennsylvania. Before I went to Pennsylvania, it seemed like she was a shoo-in. And I live in a red state. It seemed like she was going to be somebody that was going to coast into the presidency. And I think a lot of people thought that. A friend of mine even messaged me and said, when Joe Biden dropped out, he's like, I think we're good. We're good. And I was shocked. Election night, I basically went to sleep thinking that I was going to wake up to the first female and black and South Asian, all those check marks. I thought that that's what I was going to wake up to. That was going to be my president. Even though by the time I had gone to bed, she was behind in the electoral count. I was like, something's going to happen. She's going to win Arizona. She's going to win Nevada. She's going to win Pennsylvania, the swing states. And when I woke up, it said that Trump had declared victory. Now, he's declared victory in the past. In 2020, he declared victory, right? So him declaring victory really doesn't mean much. But when I looked at the electoral votes, I was like, oh, yeah, he's right to declare victory on this one. And I don't really talk about politics. I go by the name History with Antonio for a reason. But in my personal life, I'm very politically active. And I vote all the time for everything, regardless of if it's a school board or if it's a state legislator or something like that. I'm always at the ballot box because I feel like it's my civic duty to do so. I'm an American citizen. It's my right. People, people in my family, my ancestors have fought for this particular right to vote. And I know it sounds kind of cliche, but for me, it's something that's serious. It's something that I take very seriously, especially now that I have a family and things like that. So it's something that I take very, very serious. Needless to say, I was disappointed. I was disappointed that Kamala Harris didn't win. I was banking on the fact that she was going to win. I had very high hopes. But, at the same time, when it comes to our republic, our constitutional republic and our representative democracy, these are the things that we have in place to make sure that the vote is secure. And, America made their decision. Wouldn't be the decision that I would make, but America made the decision nonetheless. And I'm not going to say I'm 100% cool with it, but, I'm at peace with it. No, I'm not. But needless to say, when I was in Philadelphia, I was interviewing people on the street. And when I was interviewing people on the street, people were giving me very cliche answers. And then I met one man who seemed very purposeful in his answer. And I think that's when I knew this particular election was going to be different than what my expectations were. That's why I said earlier, before I went to Pennsylvania, I thought she was a shoo-in. I thought she was going to coast. But after I left, I was like, there's something going on here that is going to be bigger than what our expectations are. And I'm going to play the video, and this is what this man had to say. So I'm standing here with?
My name is FaZe Rockwell.
FaZe, what are some issues that are important to you this election cycle?
There's a couple of things, man. I'll say, one, I'm against the whole, no offense to nobody, the transgender thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they should be pushing that envelope I think they should focus on the main thing that's in America, and that's really just like helping the people that's been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that been putting the work in here. So I think that's to me the main focus, and I don't think that our future should be headed into a world of nobody knowing who is who, or transgender transgender male get to wrestle with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that kind of world. I don't want to be in that kind of world. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the main issue that you're voting for this time around, or?
That's the main issue I got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Kamala Harris, she kind of pushing that transgender rights thing and trying to get them extra rights and all that other stuff like that. And I just feel like, as a black man, I ain't never get no rights. You know what I'm saying? So why y'all so heavy pushing on something, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't looking for the people that been here and putting the work in. And I feel like Obama kind of started that trend, and I feel like she falling into place with that. So I look like she's more like a puppet for an agenda they're trying to push, or a plan they're trying to push. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't saying I'm a Trump supporter neither. I'm just saying that that's the only thing I'm against. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Trump probably got a lot of stuff going on. I know it's women that's going against Trump, because every time you talk to women against Trump, they say abortion, abortion, abortion. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand a woman going against that, but then you got to look at, what if you got a daughter and a man get to be in the same bathroom as her? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you heard the story about when California, where a dude had 14 women pregnant.
I did not hear that story.
Inside jail. A man had 14 women pregnant. He claims he was a transgender, and he had 14 women pregnant inside the jail. You get what I'm saying?
Where did you hear that, if you don't mind me asking?
The internet.
Internet.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, like, where do you get your sources from?
I get my main internet.
Internet, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, if you don't mind me asking, who are you voting for this time around?
I'm not partisan because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's about what I feel that fits my criteria as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a black man in America. And I don't feel like nobody's really fully focused on the black man in America. Everybody looking at it like a racist white man versus a black woman, which could be a lie in my eyes, because I mean, first of all, I ain't never met no president that I feel that wasn't racist. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. And I don't know if Kamala's really black. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've seen Candace Owens kill her on how she lied about the Jamaican lady was her grandmom and it really was her servant. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? So,
but let me ask you, I mean, she's showing pictures, and her father's still living. Her father is a black man from Jamaica.
Right, so that was the whole thing Candace Owens broke down. You may do that research yourself.
What did she say?
She broke down that how she was lying about all of that, and she looked up how real, true history, that how her family was Irish, her grandma was Irish, and she tried to use a black woman as her grandma, a Jamaican woman, but she really was the servant, and tried to use the people. The lady just came out and said that she was a servant to the Harris family back in the 60s, something like that, I forget. Like, yeah.
I've never heard that. But thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it.